Hello, my name's Linda and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and this is my blog, Stamping by the Beach. And today I thought we'd make some gift tags. Now I think it's probably too late for us to be making cards now. If you make cards, I'm sure you've already made them, so I thought, yeah, tags we'll do. And so these are some of the tags we're going to make, and so let's just begin. Now I'm warning you, this might be a bit of a confusing because I'm not sure I'm completely organised. So we're going to start with some cardstock. Now I'm using crumb cake for most of these, and then I've got a night of navy and a garden green as well. And what I've done, if you noticed, if the eagle-eyed among you noticed, I've put like snow all over the back of all of my tags. And to make my snow, I used this stamp set, the Magical Mermaid, which I'm sure is not the first stamp set you would think of for snow, but we used this stamp here. It's this one, and it just looks like snow. And so we're going to be using Whisper White. Sorry, didn't get me ink out. See, first off, I've forgotten the ink. We're using the Whisper White Craft ink, and what I need is something to stamp on. Here we go, just a piece of scrap paper so I don't get it all over my desk. So this is very simple, just going to stamp the snow all over the cardstock. So this is probably going to be my last film before Christmas, and I'm actually going to start working on the new items from the new catalogue, because we have our new spring catalogue coming out on, I think it's the 3rd of January. And if you don't already have a demonstrator and you would like a catalogue, just message me and I will send one to you. And so yeah, the new catalogue's coming out, and there's lots of great items, and as a demonstrator we've been able to pre-order, and so I'm going to start doing some projects with the new stamp sets, dies, etc. And also in January it will be celebration, so every £45 order you get to choose a free gift out of a special catalogue. So that's quite exciting. And there we go. That was quick and easy and simple, and it looks like snow. Great. So the next, the gift tag I'm going to start with is this one, which is really pretty. And at the same time, I'm going to make, if I can find it, this one. And they're both using Lovely as a Tree. And Lovely as a Tree is this stamp set. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it as lovely as a tree? It's really good, and apparently this stamp set has been going around for about 16 years, so it's a good one to buy really. It doesn't look like it's going to retire. So I'm using garden green, and I'm going to ink up my Christmas tree and then put it down. And I forgot to tell you the measurements of these pieces of cardstock I've got, and my measurements are 2 inches by, what did I say it was going to be, by 4 1/4. 2 inches by 4 1/4. Okay, and I've already lost my piece of paper. Oh, there it is. I picked it up with my stamp set. And so now I'm going to ink up the trees, and we don't need them all. I'm just going to stamp that. Look at that, great. So that's those two nearly finished. So I put these to one side, put this to one side, and that, in case I put my arm in it. And then on one of these I've put a sentiment at the top, and I've used Cherry Cobbler. And I have used, so I've got all my stamp sets here, I've used quite a lot of stamp sets, I've used the Nature Sings, and I've used this sentiment, Wishes for a Beautiful Christmas. But obviously you can use whatever sentiments you've got available to you. I'm trying to get this up the right way, and then I've just stamped that. Ta-da! Easy peasy. Okay, and now what I've done, I've used the, you know, I don't know what this is called. It's a scallop top tag maker. That's what I'd call it. And so all you do, because this is 2 inches, and 2 inches slots in here nicely, you just slide it in till it stops, punch. And look at that, perfect gift tag. And just in case you do not have one of these punches, I have not made this one, I've not punched the top of this one. And one of the other reasons I haven't punched the top is because the tree, you'd lose some of the tree as well. So we're just going to punch a hole in there. If I can find my punch, which I can't. What have I done with it? Okay, we won't punch the hole in at this minute. So what I've done is I've put some glitter. I've put some glitter on here. So just using the fine tip glue on the tree, I've just gone and put little dots of glue. Is it coming out? There we go. Just little dots to look like baubles on the tree. Just random dots. Scatter them around. And this one, I've just gone along the tree, sort of like wiggly lines along the branches, just to look like snow or frost. There we go. And then on the bottom, I've used the Tombow glue. I've used the other end, so just squirt a bit onto the end, maybe you can see that, and then just scrape it onto the bottom to make it look like a nice snowy base. And you don't want this to be too thick, because otherwise it takes forever to dry. And then I've got some dazzling diamonds in my tub, little spoon. And there we go, just sprinkle. Look at that, lovely and shiny and sparkly, and do the same with the tree. And they will take a little while to dry, but not a huge amount of time. There you go, I'll put these two to one side. But these are basically finished, and I have actually put a star on the top of this one. And that was from, I wrote it down because I don't remember, Metallic Enamel Shapes. And they come in silver and gold. So let's just put those to one side. Now I'm just going to leave the table to let my dog in. Won't be a moment. Okay, back again. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do, well the next two I'm going to do, are these two, and they're going to be, these are quite simple. We're doing a snowflake and a star. And I've pre-punched these. Now the star, it's not Stampin' Up. I've just got this out of my stash, and I don't even know where I got it from because I've had it for so long. And the snowflake, and you know, I can't remember where this one came from. It's one of the sets. It might be the Seasonal Chums. Might be the Seasonal Chums set. Okay, so I'm going to start by punching again. Let's get these in. This makes it so easy to make gift tags. So quick and easy. There we go, just get those bits out of the way. And I have used this Merry Christmas. Again, you can use whatever you have available to you. And this comes from Better Together. This is a great set because it's got loads of different sentiments, and this is the second box. There's the first box that goes with it as well. And I used Early Espresso, if I can find it. Sorry, see, I knew that because I'm doing so many projects in one go, I knew I would have trouble finding everything. There we go. I love this sentiment. Just look at that, it's brilliant. And then all we've done is on the back of the star, I have used Stampin' Up Dimensional. And there we go. Almost finished. And on this one I've used some glue. And as per usual, I've come out here without my reading glasses, so this is a little bit of a blur. It's just such a quick, simple gift tag, you know, quite effective as well. Now, see, the glue's not come out, and that's because I don't have my glasses and I can't see. Oh, there we go. It's working, I can see it shining now. That's better. There we go. Okay, so I have done the easy ones first. So let's just put these to one side, and now we're going to go on to the slightly more difficult. So this one, which is my Night of Navy, and the Jingle Bells, which is the Garden Green. You know, nothing to be scared of, not too scary. So again, on the Jingle Bell tag, I've used the same sentiment, and I've also used it in Early Espresso. I quite like the Early Espresso because it's very dark, but it's not black, so it's not quite as stark as black. I'll put that to one side, and I'm going to put these through here first, so I know what size I've got to work with. I think the snow looks particularly effective on the dark card. Although it does mean, especially with the Night of Navy, that you probably need to write your message with a white pen or a gold pen, or even a silver pen. Let's move some of this out of the way. So, the Jingle Bells. These are from the Trim Your Stockings. And let's see if I can find them. Here we go. So this is the framelit, and also this little bit as well. And so you punch it out, and then you put this bit, it goes on, well, it goes on top of your bell like that, just to give it that 3D effect. And I have already stamped them out. I haven't stamped them, I've cut them. And there they are. And I've just used some of the gold metallic thread, which I've tied through the loop. You see, I've put this little bit on, just put that on, that's quite simple to do. And on the back I've put a Stampin' Dimensional. And they're just going to be placed sort of here. And just going to stick them on. So let's do that. I can get the backing off. And then this one. A little bit lower. Okay, so the ribbon I've used is this is Cherry Cobbler, and it's from this set. Let's see if I can read it. I can't with my glasses. Silky Taffeta ribbon is a combo pack, so it comes in the Emerald Envy and Cherry Cobbler, and this is in the clearance rack. It's a retired product, but it's not that expensive, about £3.30, something like that. And it's lovely, it's really lovely ribbon, and I love this Cherry Cobbler for Christmas. It's just great. So I'm going to do a bow. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a bow on camera. How scary is that? And I'm using the fork technique. So you place the ribbon front of the fork, wrap it round, and then put this end right in the middle gap there, and pull it out from the back and through the middle. And then this is the tricky bit, you have to tuck it underneath this little loop there without it all falling apart as it is at the moment. Back through the middle, and then tuck it in there go. In the hole. And then pull it. There we go. Nice, that's it. Pull it tight and then turn it over and you pull that bow off and look at that. What a cute little bow. Let's just get rid of my fork. And I'm just going to cut the ends off. I don't need it quite that long. That is a fantastic technique, isn't it? Off of Pinterest. Right, now let's see if I can find my glue dots. Oh, I'm already out. How organised. Okay, I have a real love-hate relationship with glue dots. They're great because they stick really well, but I always get in a muddle with them. Always find them fiddly. There we go. And so we're just going to push the... Might need to cut these down a bit. Get me little gold metallic threads. It's quite tricky. It's really cold today. It's meant to snow at the weekend, and I'm in my garage, and it's still quite chilly out here at the moment. I have got a heater, but it's still quite chilly. And there we go. Ta-da! And then all I'm going to do is cut a bit of ribbon and put this in the top, which will be what I do for all of them. And I'm using the cherry cobbler again. Look at that, it's quite a nice one, I quite like that one. Okay, so now we're going to do this one, which is the most time consuming. So I have used this stamp set in the city, and this is a hostess stamp set, so you have to spend so much to be able to buy it. It's a great set though. And where is it? And here it is. I've taken a few of the buildings out, like the church, a house and the clock tower. And I've got some Night of Navy cardstock, and I have my embossing buddy, because we're going to do some embossing. That's it. Just go over that to get rid of all grease and fingerprints so it doesn't all stick. And then we've got the first mark ink. I'm just going to ink them all up. Good idea to use one of these if you're using the photopolymer stamps, because it gives you something to push on. And there we go. And I'm going to heat emboss with white powder, and as if by magic, da-da, there's one already done. And then we're going to fussy cut. So we're going to fussy cut these out, and I have already done that as well, because you don't want to sit and watch me fussy cut. How painful would that be? Excuse me. And then we are going to position these onto the tag. So here we go. I've got one of these silicone mats, which is a great little tool and very cheap, and stops me getting glue all over my table. I'm just going to snail over. I'm going to put this right on the end of the tag. So there we go. And then I'll do the church next. So what's great about this silicone mat is that if you go over it, no glue. So the glue doesn't go on the silicone, which is great, especially when your piece of cardstock is a strange shape or a bit smaller than the runner. And then I'm going to put the house at the end. There we go. Oh, I've done it wrong. Is it too late to take it off? Please come off, please come off. I've just realised I've forgotten to do something. How naughty. Okay, I forgot to do the stamping. Right, where's my piece of paper? Here it is. And using Lovely as a Tree again, I forgot to put the tree background in. And just let me give this a quick clean, because it's got the garden green on it. And this time I want to use, look at the mess I've got. Oh my goodness, I'm such a messy crafter. I'm going to use Night of Navy. So, tone on tone. There we go. And then, stamping a little bit higher than you did previously. And put the trees there. There we go. And then we've got a little bit of background. And now I'm going to try and get these back on. Okay, so don't do it the same way I did it. Do your stamping first. It looks like I might get away with it. It's still a bit tacky. There we go. Great. Okay, and so then I have using the Hearts Come Home stamp set. Did I get that out? I don't think I got that one out. No, it's up there. Let me just get it out. So this is the Hearts Come Home stamp set, and I've used the Santa. Here it is over here, and I've just got him flying off the side, just up here, just so you can see him flying off the side. And then again with this one, to make it sparkly, I've used some, where have I done with it? What have I done with it? Dazzling Diamonds, here it is, and some glue. And so all I've done is I've done the same as I did on the previous tag. Come on, come out, come out. I didn't put the lid back on, which was very naughty. It's not going to work. Ah! There we go. Much too much. This is a disaster. So I'm just putting some glue on the windows. I don't even know if I'm putting any glue on or if I'm just moving it around on the tree. And then I was putting some on the tree, just so we've got a bit of glitter here and there. And along the bottom where the snow would lay. Just try and get some of that glue. You can see I'm going to have glitter everywhere, all stuck to my fingers, all over the desk. So, there we go. Quite a lot of glitter on my tree. Yeah, quite a lot of glitter on the tree. I think the snow was falling directly onto that tree there. And so there you go. I can wipe some of that off. And then I've just used the cherry cobbler ribbon again, as I did before. Well, there we go. As I said, I thought this was going to be a bit of a traumatic video, but I hope you enjoyed it. And there's my others, and got these ones, and I hope you was inspired to go and make some of your own tags. And you can see how quickly they came together. Didn't take long at all. Thanks for watching me. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe. That would be great if you would subscribe. Thanks very much. Bye.